Nosipho, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about hair. As you guys can see, I have on this fringe Bob Wig, and I tried something different because I haven't had a fringe in a lot of years, but it used to be my staple style. So I figured a fringe wig would be something fun to work with, a different look, and not curly hair because I'm always doing curly hair. So we're going with the fringe this time. Went black because we're trying to be safe still, you know, because we weren't sure how it was going to look, were we? So I'm pretty impressed with how it looks. I think I did a pretty good job styling it. So if you're interested in seeing this fringe wig from VIPWigs, then do keep watching. Thank you so much for clicking play on my video, for watching my channel, and for supporting my content. But until the next clip, I love you all so much, and God ever stay blessing you. Mwah.
So here we have our box from VIPWigs, and inside the box your wig comes wrapped in a nice little paper to protect the hair. You also have a wig cap in the box and an additional comb in the box. So this is what the hair looks like straight out of the box, wrapped in a hairnet, also to protect the hair, and it just looks like a very curly wig pretty much when you take it out fresh out the box. And we also have adjustable tension elastic bands that you can move along the length with the different tension, and you also have the straps that come at the back of the wig to secure and support your lace. We also have that invisible lace where it's pretty much see-through, so it makes for a nice skin melt application, and we also have invisible knots.
So the hair that I have on from VIPWigs is 16 inches. It is 130 density, and it's a natural color, and it's just one of the human hair Bob Wigs. So I really like the texture of the hair. I thought it would be like a Brazilian, very slippery, loose texture, or not loose, but smooth texture. But it's actually quite thick. It feels a lot like a yaki texture. I don't mind it too much though, because it makes the hair a lot thicker and it gives the hair a bit more character and texture. But if you're looking for a really thin, smooth wig, you might have to iron this a lot of times to get that effect. Otherwise, I really like the texture of the hair. In terms of shedding, the hair doesn't really shed much. As you guys could see, I had to handle the hair a lot to get it straight, but I didn't really lose any hair on the comb at all, except for the hair obviously that I cut on the sides. The hair itself is very easy to work with. It's not very difficult. You do have to put a bit of effort into it though to get it to look the way that you want it to look. Otherwise, it's not too bad, and I'm pretty sure that it will hold the style because of the texture of the hair. I did mention that I got 16 inches of this hair, so it comes about up to here on me, which I don't mind, which is a very comfortable length. So if you're looking to buy a bob and you're not too sure which length is going to look good on you, and also height is a contributing factor to what hair length looks like on you, so I think it would be wiser to buy a longer length if you want a lob. But if you want a bob, definitely don't buy 16 inches because you're going to have to cut off all of this hair, and you're wasting money if you do that. So if you want to have a shorter hairstyle, then definitely just buy shorter hair. In terms of shipping, communication, and all of that, I was in contact with the seller throughout. I didn't have any issues. They let me know when my package was shipped, and I got it in about a week and 2 days. So that would be 9 days in total. So it didn't take long at all. It came to my door, so I didn't have to go fetch it at the post office or anything like that. I didn't have issues with customs, so it came right to me. And I had pretty good service. I didn't even have to complain about like not having my shipping number or my tracking number or anything like that, because I ended up not needing it, because the package came straight to my door. And I think they ship with DHL if I'm not mistaken, so it does come straight to your door. On their website, they have a wide variety of different products that you can choose from. So if you're not into this style of wig, and if you want other styles of wigs, you can definitely look at their site. They have a very wide variety. They also have very reasonably priced wigs, as most hair vendors do have that import hair from China. So you'll have a good bet in terms of pricing, and the pricing of this wig is also really good.
Now we start with the wig application. So I know that I look like an absolute mess. This looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, it doesn't look the greatest fresh out the box. You really need to work on this wig when you take it out. You can't just plonk it on your head and go at all. So I'm just going to be first fixing the fringe. Clearly it's way too long. I would never be able to keep a fringe that's this long past my eyes, because you definitely can't see. So I'm just taking away, or rather separating, the shorter hair or the fringe hair away from the longer hair, so I can cut that to my desired length. I'm also just going to adjust how far it goes along the front of the wig, because I didn't really like the way it was positioned. I didn't think it framed my face as nicely as I would like it to, so I'm going to add some hair later to the fringe. But yeah, we're just gonna cut, and then after that we're going to start straightening the hair. At the edges of the fringe, you can see I'm cutting at a downward angle just to give a little bit more framing to the face instead of cutting it as a straight bang across the face. Now I'm just taking my straightener that's been on for a very long time, so it's very, very, very hot, to try and smooth out the hair. This hair does have a bit of a thick, yucky, rough texture or consistency to it, so you definitely have to run your straightener over it quite a few times to get it smooth and sleek. It's not impossible to straighten, but it does take a little bit of effort. So initially I was just bumping the ends so that the ends don't look too jagged, but I'm going to straighten it out a bit more because I'm not too into that bumped bang like I used to be when I was younger. Then I'm just going to straighten the rest of the hair. Then the next trick is, I guess, maybe a don't try it at home kind of trick, but it definitely works if you want to have your straight hair the straightest it can possibly be. Use an iron. So maybe not on the top of your head if you're not like feeling too confident, but definitely use an iron at, I would say, close to the highest heat that you can get it. That definitely flattens out the top of your wigs. It will make it flat, flat, flat. So that's what I'm doing, flattening out the hair at the top because it was a bit bumpy. And then I'm also just going to lay my fringe a little bit closer to my forehead across the front. And then later on, I do take off the wig, not in the video, but I am going to iron this wig separately because it wasn't as straight and as smooth as I wanted it to be. But this is a trick that definitely works.
So this is what the hair is looking like. Please don't mind my face, guys. I'm sweating like I don't know what. It's extremely, extremely hot, but this is what the hair looks like now that it's been straightened. And yes, I do use that trick of mine where I use an iron to straighten hair generally, but especially to flatten the top of your head. So if you want to get your wigs flat, like very flat, then definitely do try the iron trick. Just don't put on the steam because obviously you'll burn yourself, and just take care also just generally not to burn yourself with the iron. But I think the hair is looking pretty good. It ironed out really nicely. It's quite thick hair though, so it doesn't go extremely sleek. It still has some, woo, it's hot. It still has some body to it, and it still has some texture to it, but it's quite straight. And as you can see, the top of the hair where I use the iron did go really smooth. So what I'm going to do is, after I take it off my head, I am going to put on the ironing board and just make sure I sleek down the rest of the hair. But otherwise I think it looks pretty good. I also bumped it a little bit at the bottom to get that little Stepford housewife look, but I'm loving how this looks generally, so I'm happy. So I really like how the fringe looks on me. I haven't had a fringe since I was in my first degree at UP. I actually had a fringe with my natural hair. If I find a picture, I'll insert. It was a really thick, relaxed fringe, but it looked pretty cool, and that was my standard hairstyle. So it's really nice to revisit the fringe again. Haven't seen